So it's another introducing people. We are sponsored by Wolf and Brew. So if you want to go and get 10% off them, go to Wolf and Brew and type in Duggystone10 and get 10% off. Anyway, I'm going to bring on our special guest. It's a revisited. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, cool. Everyone knows who you are, but introduce yourself.
I'm Melissa Whitehouse. Lovely to be back on with you, Kirk.
I know. Time's flown on. It's March. March you was on. I was looking back the other week. So
I know.
April, May, June, July, 4 months. And
I know.
Shizloads has happened in that time, hasn't it? Loads.
Loads and loads. So it's been good fun. Eventful. Single done well, obviously Dear Diary with all your help as well. So that kind of hit dizzy heights. We ended up kind of doing stateside really well, then back through Europe. Nice. And then everyone was like, what's the next single going to be? And here we are. So
yeah. And we'll do that. And what we might do, we might revisit the other single that you'd released last, and we'll play that on the show, and then we'll have a chat, and then we'll play the new one, and then off we go. So, in the new video, you've done a bit of motorcycling, haven't you? You had a bit of a razz round by the looks of it.
I had a little whiz. Well, nearly killed myself twice. The director wasn't very impressed, but if you look at the kind of second shot in the video, you see the back of the wheel kind of go on the bike.
Yeah, I noticed that.
There's a little wheel there.
I noticed that. See, it's not for people to jump straight onto a bike and ride a bike. No. It's not the easiest thing in the world, is it? You know what I mean? Because you don't know. If you're used to driving, I'll put my foot there and do that, and then it's all this, clutch and.
And the thing is, as well, I'm accident prone. So sometimes I'm like, yeah, I've got it, and then I think I've got it, and I haven't. So yeah, there were a few moments of. I'm one of these people when someone said, "Let's jump out of the plane," I'm like, yeah, let's do it, but I wouldn't check the parachute. I'll just jump and go. Oh, right, okay, It hasn't come out. So yeah, I'm just a bit crazy like that.
It's good. It's good that you've had a go as well. It's so since we chatted, you've started doing a podcast radio show with someone, haven't you?
Yeah, Steve Benz out on WSDI in the States, and that kind of foundations. Steve interviewed me way back in March, around the same time as yourself. And just went from strength to strength. We got the opportunity of kind of putting the show together. And the last few weeks we've got it out there, and it's kind of gone really well. So we started to syndicate in the UK. And you're not going to get rid of us now. There's going to be lots of chaos with me and Steve on the airways. So
good, because our producer, our production director, as I'd like to call her, Janice, is saying, "Why don't we get the show? Why don't we get the show? Why don't we get it on the Why don't you put it on the station?" So
champagne, look.
Oh, there you go. See, no expense spared. Janice.
No. This was really it. Duggystone sent this, and I got some jammy Dodgers. Well, and the thing is, they got me the family pack.
I love that.
I will be sharing with you all.
Yeah. I love that. That's absolutely brilliant.
If you want to know something funny, I could have said you sent the champagne. This is actually, I'm going to be really honest, I don't want everyone thinking I'm an alcoholic. So it's alcohol free, and I just got carded in the co-op.
Right.
For buying non-alcoholic. Yeah, the guy just said, "Have you got a card to prove your age?" Which I was very flattered, but it's non-alcoholic. So.
Yeah, you should say, "Mate, look at this, you idiot. It's no alcohol in it."
Look, it's really good.
Is it pop? It's like pop. Yeah. Well, that's it. See, because the green rooms, the virtual green room, costing us a fortune in the virtual Bitcoin stuff that we're spending. I mean, you've had champagne and Butler and jammy Dodgers, and yesterday we had a bloody fish tank.
I know, we've had everything. I know. And I thought I was coming on yesterday. I called Janet and I said, "Janet, I'm ready." And she said, "Well, what do you mean you're ready?" She said, "I thought you were joking." I said, "I've got the mermaid outfit on and everything. I'm ready." And she just cut.
Yeah, you could have come on with Manta Ray. That would have been absolutely fantastic. So you've been in Dubai. I think you've been in Dubai. You've been everywhere. So was that to promote the track, the singing the track?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I done some recording work out there, and we done some of the beach scenes and stuff out there as well. And then we done, what else did we do? We done like a small promo thing out there. So it has hit out into Europe and different areas as well, which is great. So when I got the stats back from the old radio pluggers, it was like, oh my God, we've been played in Peru, we've been New Zealand, Australia. Yeah, it's reaching far, which is great.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's really good, and obviously great tracks and good videos, and you've been in the business, so you sort of know a bit of how it works, and you can tell. I mean, your latest track to get 50,000 views already is phenomenal.
That was just absolutely bonkers. But do you know what I think really helped that immensely? I had the most amazing post on Twitter from Rick Astley, And he's obviously just done the most like awesome tour out in the States with New Kids and On Vogue and Salt and Pepper. So huge, I think 72 dates. And he actually posted that he liked the track, which was amazing. And then obviously had loads of people kind of DMing me and, oh my God, Rick liked it. And that just helps so much when another artist supports another artist.
It does.
There's enough space for everyone in this pool of kind of creativity. I know people get kind of the moments of kind of jealousy and this, that and whatever, but I think if you can support each other, you just rise each other up. And, you know, we've all got contacts and things, just share them and embrace and kind of do your thing. That's what it's all about.
I think you're right. And I mean, Rick, I know this is about you, but Rick as an artist has been phenomenal to endure he could have been a one-hit wonder back in the 80s,
Absolutely.
you know, and he's just endured. I mean, my niece stays with us every couple of weeks. She's 28 and she adores him. And I think, wow, for an artist from the 80s, to have someone who's in the 20s to go, I love Rick Astley, he's been to see him, thinks he's wonderful. I've seen him, and he was on at the Hyde Park a couple of years ago, and he's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
He's an amazing artist. And I think the thing is, going back to the PWL days, like you said, it could have been that one-stop shop, but I think he's reinvented himself, and as a really good singer as well. It's just amazing what he's actually achieved.
As you're in the know and you're in with him, if he fancies coming on in, and we don't have to do him as an introducing, but if Rick wants to grace and come and talk,
meet Kirk. There you go.
Come and join us and talk to this nutcase on this show. I'd love him to come on. It'd be wonderful.
Okay, I will put in a good word for you. There you go. But you need to supply some decent champagne because what I'm drinking is rank.
Well, what I might send him if he's got a dog, I'll get our sponsor to send him some bottoms.
I've got 2 dogs.
Have you got a dog?
I've got 2.
Right.
Albert and Mabel would love that.
We'll send you. I'll get you some bottom sniffer sent.
So what is it? What is Bottom Sniffer?
It's a beer. It's a company called Wolf and Brew who sponsors me some of my shows, right? Yeah.
Right, okay.
I believe they've just got in with Brewdog, so I think you can get their beer the dog beer in the pub. But I've not got a bottle with me. But it's like just like a bottle of beer, and they're great for gifts for people that have got dogs, or you know, like when you get someone who you think, oh God, what am I going to buy them for a birthday or Christmas? If they've got a dog, right. Well, I'll get Janice to remind me, but we'll get on to Wolf and Brew and we'll get you some. And if you could just do us a little promo when you get them, obviously, because they'll like.
Well, I'll have the champagne and the 2 dogs will have their little thing as well. There you go.
That's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So if we can get Rick, has Rick got dogs? Has Rick got dogs?
I don't know Rick. Rick just came out of the blue.
Oh, right. Okay. We'll get on to him. And Sam,
I'll just keep playing songs and hopefully keep saying I like that one as well. That's great.
Excellent. Right, good. Okay, we'll get him on the show. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll make that happen. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go back to the track that's kicked it all off a few months ago, which is Dear Diary. We won't be on the screen while this is playing, so if anyone's got, I've not even looked if there's any questions, because we are on an unusual time. But this cue the VT. This is Melissa's Whitehouse and Dear Diary. Check this out, people. Yeah, there you go. It's going now. It's going. We'll be right back, people.
What's a girl to do when all her hopes are fading? Dear diary, can I trust in you to keep my dreams alive?
So that's how it all started, people. That's how I first got to chat with Melissa Whitehouse. I'll bring it back on screen right now. There's some chat going on. Oh, here he is. Steve's in the house. He's a bit of a giggle, isn't he? Steve's here. Steve Ben's on air, on camera. It says, oh, Eddie, I just saw you coming. I'm the bloke Butler. Lots of repair patches on my side. Well, we don't even need to know about that, do we? There you go. Yeah. He's put a lot. He said, I'm hidden in the video. I'm presuming he means a new video. Can anyone find me? So cool.
Go and find Steve in the new video.
So what made you get into the radio presenting? Like what?
I had already done it before. When I was at MTV, I used to do the voiceovers for the TV promos. So they used to kind of book the professionals, and when they didn't used to turn up, I used to kind of work in the back office with the promos, and they go, "Oh, Mel can do it. Can you put this voice on? Can you do this? Can you do that?" And they said, "Yeah." Any excuse to get in front of the mic. I was there.
Excellent.
So that was at MTV, and then I started to do some stuff for Paramount as well. And then when I went over to Capitol, they used to have kind of like events, different things, kind of backstage area things, and they just kind of would give me a mic and just one of the walk around kind of boom things with someone else. And like lots of groups would turn up and just have a quick chat before they went on stage, and done that as well. Which I like talking to people. I'm a chatty Cathy, so yeah, it was cool. So there's always been that kind of desire there. When I was a kid, you know, when you kind of used to have the tape recordings of the charts showing everything and put the mic on and, you know, wanted to be that DJ thing. I think I went through that phase when I was little.
Yeah, been there.
And then also went the other way. But then recently it's kind of come around full circle with the opportunity with Steve, which has been really cool. So yeah, it's been great. Really
it's excellent because it's a mix of chat and tracks in it. A bit of a giggle, isn't it?
It is. It's a talk show. It's about the differences between the Americans and the English in relationships, which obviously, you know, Steve with all of his experience and all of my experience too. Like together, when our worlds collide, it's chaos. So
it is interesting, isn't it? Because obviously biscuits. You brought biscuits. They're cookies in the States, aren't they? And
absolutely, yeah. Steve would be kind of having his donuts now, and I'm on the jammy Dodgers.
Donuts. Whenever I go to the States, my breakfast, and that's why I put weight on, is blueberry muffins and a coffee. That's my breakfast.
Steve's always posting pictures of muffins. Can I say, as in the cake variety?
Yeah, muffins, as in blueberry muffins. Yeah, no, you've got to be careful, haven't you? A guy I know, and he's from Texas, and he ended up marrying a girl he met her in Germany. Anyway, long story, but she was from the UK, and one of the first dates they were going out driving, and he's in the passenger seat, and she turned around to me. I think it was the first date or the second date, and she said she was doing something. I think she was in the passenger seat. I think she was doing a crossword or something, and she turned around to me and says, Have you got a rubber? So he's like, what, pardon?
Happy days.
Pardon? Yeah, have you got a rubber? And he's thinking, oh my God. These British girls don't mess about, do they?
Yeah.
So, Manta Ray's on. We had them on there for an interview yesterday. Great guys. And he said, how did Melissa enjoy being a mermaid yesterday? That's what they say.
Oh, I'm often a mermaid. I do that at home. I've got the full outfit. Yeah, I kind of fill the bath water up. But yeah, I just like being a mermaid. There you go.
Excellent. Love that. Steve's saying, I love this interview format and video on Mixcloud. I'm going to steal it for America. No, you're not allowed to, Steve. This is just our thing.
Tell people you're stealing things.
No, I don't blame.
The difference between Americans and English. English would just steal it and then it appears.
I'll take it a step further. Steve, let's do one together, man. Let's do one together.
Do it together. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Mixcloud Live, I know that we're interviewing you, but it's all about the industry and everything. Mixcloud Live was great because it came out during COVID. No one could do any DJ anywhere. This was born. On Mixcloud, there's lots of people doing either mixing or playing old school tunes. And we're not into mixing. We're not into all the old stuff. That's easy, lazy. Yeah. So we do live radio shows like this with the music playing, and we do the interviews. And we think it's a great format because you can play copyrighted material on here. So Steve, if you want to get one gone rocking, get an account. I think it's £10 a month so you can do this. And you can play copyrighted music because they pay the artists, which is fantastic. So everybody's happy. But it's a great it's a great format. Absolutely love it. So cool. So where does your radio show go out? Because let's promote that as well, Steve. So where can people find them?
Well, it went out last on Sunday, and we're basically syndicating to the UK, so we should be launching around the 17th of August, and kicking off with another kind of a play out of what we've recently had on air to just refresh everyone, so we can have a bit of time getting all the recordings done, and then we'll kick off with new material from the 24th of August. So yeah, lots to come, big plans. And there is actually some very big plans actually in the pipework at the moment. There's been some exciting kind of calls and things flying around this morning. So there will be more to reveal. So we will be coming together to tell you what's going on.
Well, we have as well, but we can't announce it just yet. And you're aware of it because I think Janice had been talking to you about that.
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can share some of this.
I know. I'm like, wow. So
I'm gonna look. Can you hear this? I'm actually opening the jam Rogers. I'll get these open now. There you go. This is a celebration biscuit for you.
They become a thing. We need to
they're not broken. Oh, actually, it looks like someone's been in there already. There you go. One of those there.
Yeah.
Celebration jammy dodger. There you go.
We do like the jammy dodgers, and we need them to sponsor us. We'll get them on board.
Have they not sponsored you yet?
No.
Come on, Vicky, sort it out.
They can afford it. So this you've got this track that's out at the minute, and we'll play that in a minute. Wine and Roses video, and we'll put that on in a minute. Have you got other tracks in the pipeline? Have you got more to come?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I'm working with Paul Mosul, who basically was the first person that Cliff Richard done kind of his Christmas tracks with. He actually got the first gig at 21 to do the music production for Mistletoe and Wine. And obviously that made him for life. And then they said, could you do another follow-up? And he was like, yeah, I'll try. But obviously not thinking it would succeed again. He done Saviour's Day and then got another kind of top 10 with that as well, which was amazing. So he's worked in the industry a long time. We've been dear friends for a long time. And Kevin Hughes, who is another dear friend and songwriter, is part of our collaborating team. So we've all worked together over the last few months on the tracks. So Dear Diary obviously was written with them too. And we're heading in the direction of an album. We just got so much material coming out of our ears. It's we're on that train now, which is brilliant.
Excellent.
Yeah, the track for Christmas is kind of being done in July. I went on location to look at the video kind of locations and stuff this week, which is really exciting. I'm just really excited at the moment. It's kind of like a dream come true of what's been going on.
It's
really cool.
It's brilliant, really, isn't it? Because obviously you've come back of that track we just played, Dear Diary, and you know, that could have either gone somewhere, not gone anywhere, or not done any. Do you know what I mean? And for you to, we've seen you've really been busy. You've really got behind it, promoted it, you've done all the right things to get it noticed, which is why you've got interest in your latest one. Oh, here we go. Eddie King, he's a Christmas nut. He'll be playing it. Christmas track coming soon. He's an absolute Fruit Loop. What he does when he's doing his show on here, he will have, when it gets near November, he has the Christmas village and he has all the people walking on.
Oh, bless him. Well, look, I'll let you into a little secret. Steve, the other day, played the first Christmas track on his show in July.
Fool.
I tuned in and I thought, did I just hear Wham's Last Christmas, or am I high on drugs, or what's going on? There's something not right here. And he was rocking out to Christmas tracks in July, so getting us all prepared.
I hate it. I hate it, and I hate all the Christmas songs as well. I hate it. I just hate it. I do. I hate it. No. Do you know what I hate about it? Do you know what I really hate about it? You can guarantee what's going to be starting to play from November, and it'll be the same songs. DJs, stop being bloody lazy. There's people out there like Melissa bringing new tracks out. You don't have to drag Mariah Carey out. She's got enough Wonga and bloody Cliff Richard and all the rest of it, and Driving Home for Christmas. Jesus Christ. No, don't want it anymore. So anyway,
we might need to I think we should get a great big group together and do like a charity record and do our own thing. We should do that. Something,
I'll come as I'll be in the video as Grinch. The Grinch or Scrooge or something. I'd love that. Yeah.
Okay,
boy, cool. Get me the biggest turkey from the butcher's down the road. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Excellent.
We've got a plan.
I'm famous for being... Oh, here we go. Steve Benz. He's famous for being the first DJ to play Christmas music every year. Probably Eddie's played it anyway. But yeah, there you go, Steve. I think Steve and Eddie are going to get on extremely well.
Like the house on fire. I think as well.
Yeah. Cool. So, what have you been listening to? Have you been creating your own stuff? What have you discovered any new music out there, or you've been that busy you might not have time?
Yeah, I've been lost in kind of writing world. I'm writing for quite a few people still at the moment, so which has been great, and that's really where my focus has been over the last kind of 2-3 years. So I've kind of been jumping from one project to another. The deal that we got out in like Romania in Budapest was amazing for one of the X Factor artists. So it's given me the chance to work with a lot of the big Eurovision producers out there as well. So there's one track that I done that did get finished. That was meant to be released, I think it was February time this year. There's been a few delays because they're actually working now on an album for the artist, which is brilliant. But there's lots to come. So it's kind of like that's that process of just waiting for certain things to happen and you know, things to kind of kick off. Cool. So there's been lots and lots of work done, but it's just kind of timing and obviously down to the labels and the other kind of management companies I'm working with. But in answer to your question, listening to loads, obviously I listen to a lot of the top 40 as well, just to kind of keep a finger on the pulse of what's actually going on. But I think from the independent kind of side, there's just so many good artists out there.
Yeah, there is.
It really, really is. Obviously I listen to what you guys are playing as well. There's tons. And I think that's the thing that I feel really passionate about, is that independent thing. I've actually had a few phone calls the last couple of weeks, people saying, you know, would you like to sign? Would you like to do this? I don't want to go that route. I want to keep as much independence as I can. It's hard because you're spinning plates and you can't always do everything to the best of your ability. But what I love is when you wake up in the morning and you know that it's you pressing that button. You're not waiting for someone to call you back. And if you want to post something, you're not going to be waiting for someone saying, oh, I need to proofread it. You're in charge. You can do it. And seeing those results, even from that YouTube thing the other day, you know, I have absolutely worked my socks off. And there's been quite a few people questioning, how did you do that and whatever. As well, when you get a big artist like the Castley, when you kind of get that sheer determination and you've just kind of got a radio plugger to give you some support, it's just gone out to 30,000 stations. That immediately could potentially be your first 30,000, which I didn't have on Dear Diary. And then the other 20,000 that followed before has hit it to the 50. So it does all add up, but at the same time, it's kind of Spotify let me down a bit, which was a bit tough with kind of streaming. It just stopped, and I could see at my end it was all flying with the streams, but there was zilch actually showing to the public. So I had that little bit of a nightmare. So it's all the things that a record company would normally deal with and take away from the artist. So you've got to kind of be business minded, but at the same time be able to be driven as the artist at the same time. So there's been a lot to juggle, but you know, I've got some good kind of people that jump in and out as well, which has been good. So
no, that's interesting. I mean, if you've got your own, if you're okay financially, you can get on and you've got your other work with your artists and stuff like that, then why bring someone else into the fold? Because then it's a whole heap of pain, isn't it? So, you know, if you're okay doing it, it's a bit like us, you know, we're not living the high life off what we're doing here now, but we're doing it because we're passionate about what we want to do.
Absolutely, and that's what it comes down to. I think the thing is, people think, oh my God, you know, are you signed to a record company and whatever? Really, you know, the record companies are amazing and they're massive marketing machines. Obviously, you can get into your millions and whatever with your YouTubes and whatever. But at the end of the day, they're like a bank. They're loaning you finance to go and record. And as soon as you start recording and doing well, that money is going to them first. If you can hold them reins and you can deliver and get over the line, happy days. Yeah. So that's the plan.
I've got a guy in the States, in Crawford, and he's into all of that and artists. And, you know, you're like, oh, yeah, you're going to get this money, guys, but you realise you're going to have to pay it. That's all going back to them.
Absolutely.
It's not, you know, you've not earned that and more as well. You'll end up with nothing. So you've got to be very careful of your deals that you get together. And you do.
And you need to kind of triple check all your contracts and things like that. And I think the other thing is so many people go out on tour and they're selling out loads of these massive kind of like gigs. And then all of a sudden they realise that obviously the management and the rehearsal spaces, the band, obviously the hire for the kit, is that once that's all taken, you can actually end up owing to have done the show.
Yeah.
So
not good,
check
is
the
it?
small print, definitely.
Not good at all. I'll see if there's any more questions. I'll tell you what we'll do. We normally keep the video till the end of the show, but I think we'll play it now. And I'm going to tag Rick Astley in this when it goes out, you know, on YouTube.
Oh, good. Make sure you do. Hopefully he's just got back, I believe. I think he came back yesterday from the tour. So, he's done his 72 dates.
Yeah.
I mean, He's most probably exhausted, and I'm sure he's tuned in now.
He's always tunes in every week. And well, I'm gonna get Janice on the case. We're gonna get Rick Astley on the show.
Oh God, anyway, you two are determined. If anyone can, it will be you two.
I know we will. Tell you, we'll get him on. We'll tell him we've got someone else even bigger than him on, and he might come on before him. Do you know what I mean? That's all. Kidology. That. Right, Cue the VT. This is the latest track. Wine. Well, say what we've not said. What's the song? What's the ethos behind the song? What's the story behind the song? It's called Wine and Roses.
Behind the song. Well, we're all sitting in the studio, obviously writing lyrics and things like that. But I think the premise of it really is kind of female or guy in a relationship, basically. You get to that point where you just kind of need that little bit more. And so really that's how kind of Wine and Roses came about. It's kind of being in that situation of kind of, been here, got the T-shirt and whatever, we're okay. But, it would be nice if you made a little bit more effort in other departments. So there you go.
Right, okay.
Girl power, kicking butt there, but at the same time, it could be for the boys and the girls.
Excellent. Right, watch this video and see if you can see the little wobble of the tail end of this motorcycle.
I shouldn't have said that. And you've got to look for Steve as well.
See if you can find Steve. Look at her there. Look at her go, girl. Be right back.
Sweep me off my feet, don't put me down. Show me you're romantic, I will be around. No second chances when your time with me is gone. If you can show you love me, I won't carry on. Over me, shower me with flowers coming on my hair. Fill a room with candles, take me by the hand. Listen to my problems, say you'll understand. Cross my heart and hope to love again like I did before.
Think of that, people? What do you think of that? I'll bring Melissa back on. I love that. I love it. I do like it. I think it's a really good track.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I don't know what the right word is. That video is quite raunchy, isn't it? Raunchy.
Yeah, what I mean? they pushed me to the limit.
It is. It's like, yeah.
I'm shy. Really shy. But yeah,
that'll get, you'll go to 100,000 streams with that video because people are going to watch that more than once. That is, yeah, it's nice. Without being vulgar. Yeah, it's seduced. what's it? Suggestive, isn't it?
Suggestive, steamy. There you go.
Of the theme of the tracks. Really good. I like the mix of the motorbike and the dancing and the
Yeah.
There's...
So the motorbike is like the independent woman. She's the soul searcher. Then you've got kind of the free on the beach and kind of woman thing going on. Then it's the kind of the romance, the candles, and it's stereotype things, but it's cool.
There's
Taking a bit of pole dancer, you got a little bit of everything going on there. So check the video out.
That's really good. There's a lot.
Let's get it to 100k, and I'll be doing cartwheels, literally.
It will. That'll get to 100k. That is a well put together video as well, well produced. So you've not messed about that.
I did it. Yeah, that was my first baby. That was my first production I've done.
Did you produce that?
Produced that.
Well, hats off.
It was me and Eli, 2 people, single camera thing, and that was it. That's all it was. We've had so many people say, who did it?
Wow. So, seriously, wow. Because we've had one of our other artists has had one done by a Hollywood producer, and that looks as good as that. So that's fantastic.
Wow. Oh my God.
Loving that. Yeah, that looks that's high end.
Thank you so much. And I've had quite a few people DM and say, I'm a kind of new artist. Would you kind of do my video? And there's something, oh my God, I can't do everything. But yeah, that's so cool. Thank you.
That is good, really. Yeah, seriously, I thought you'd had that produced by someone else. Yeah. But if you've done that yourself.
That's why I've been on location so quick for kind of the next video and everything like that. I'm on a roll. I feel like Spielberg.
So we don't know where Steve was in that video. Is that his hand on the beach?
No, that's not Steve's hand.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I haven't ever met Steve. So,
right, okay.
His hand's been superimposed.
Whose hand was it then? We don't need to know whose hand was that. Oh, is it a mystery? Is it like the stick?
Yeah, the mystery.
The mystery man. Mystery man. Where was the filming done on the beach? Eddie wants to know.
That was done. Well, there was 2 scenes actually. If you have a look at it, you can see there's one at one angle, which was done in the States, which was done a little while ago, and the other one was the same outfit but done in Dubai, different beach, but it looks like the same beach.
Excellent.
So there you go. Yeah, a little bit of kind of, is it continuity, what they call it, and fade in, and so it weren't the same beaches.
Excellent. Oh, Steve said he's liking the interview thing and what have you, and said, let's get together, let's have a chat.
Yeah, you two have been bros. There you go.
We're on it. He said, get your people and with my people. So Janice is on
Absolutely.
It anyway.
So. With my people. All these entourages meeting together. It's going to be a wild party.
It really is. So so have you got plans for your next tracks and videos? Are you gonna produce the same sort of thing?
Yeah, so the song is actually kind of being finished as we speak. I heard some of it the other day. Goosebumps, it's an epic track. And there's an amazing orchestral section in the middle 8th on it, which was just kind of, that's blown my mind at the moment. So can't wait to share that. So that will be the Christmas single. So I think we should be out on location, I reckon most probably mid-September for the shoot.
Yeah. So are you going to go where it's cold and snowy then, are you?
No, it's actually most probably about half an hour to 40 minutes from where I live in Kent. So yeah, it's a very nice, dramatic location, and I'm kind of watching loads of films and getting different ideas and things. But I think I'm going to kind of do a little bit more, because everyone keeps saying, oh, you don't show your face and this, that, and whatever. And I'm just kind of, like I said, a bit shy with certain things. But yeah, there's going to be a different edge to it. So I will be in the video a bit more, but it will have a twist to it. So yeah.
I think it's good that you're going back to that, because it's like gives a bit of mystery, because there's obviously images where you're from the back and you've got like the ball gown on and you're dancing. Don't see your face. And there's other bits where you don't. It sort of leaves that mystery. Oh, what you know what I mean? I think it's really good, really well done.
I think when somebody watches you get so many pop videos, and I don't know, using a stereotype, but Kylie Minogue or whatever, beautiful to watch and whatever. But when it's the same thing, and then they're just kind of miming to the words and whatever, I wanted to do something that was a bit more cinematic. So you kind of got in the moment, and it made you think. I think that's exactly what the video does. And add a little bit of raunchiness to it and whatever, and hopefully it'll be watched a few more times than once. So that's most probably why it's gone up on YouTube. So
it will do.
My plan has worked.
I'm telling you. Well, it sells, doesn't it? It sells. Not being funny, it sells and what have you. Anyway, well done. Cracking video, cracking song. So I do like it. Eddie, we must connect. We have fellow presenters. Yes, Steve. Eddie is on Duggystoneradio. He's one of the directors of Duggystoneradio. So it's a bit of a nutcase, but have a chat with him. It's fine.
2 nutcases together, they get on like a house on fire. Bing Kirk. Sorry.
Oh, excellent. So also, you'll have to, if there's any of your artists that you're writing for, please let us know, inbox us, let us know who they are. And, and if any of them are up for an interview, want to be interviewed, then we're more than happy to.
Wow, that would be awesome.
That's what we do. And if we, there's people out there, what we tend to do, if they've only got like one track or something, we'll do a short interview. But if they've got more or they've got a good story, then we'll do a full hour.
Wonderful.
Any more questions? Any more connect with? I'll just see if there's any more questions. No, there's a lot of chat going on in the background.
Yeah, they're all having a goss, aren't they? Let them carry on.
Yeah. So what's next, Melissa? Going forward, are you going to do some more touring? You got any plans to do any festivals or any gigs anywhere? Or?
Well, I was spooky. You asked that. I was speaking to the music studio manager this morning, who basically is putting together a live kind of band for me at the moment. So obviously once the tracks are done, we're going to definitely take it out so we can kind of start doing some shows. So I'm hoping 6-7 songs in the next kind of like 2 to 3 months. If we can kind of get that, then we'll put a really kind of good set together. I don't just want to kind of go out and do filler tracks. I just want to make them all kind of potential singles. So we've got a really good tight set. So I'd rather do a smaller kind of less kind of in time set than it kind of being a great big set with kind of that lull that you get. So yeah, we're just working through that at the moment. So I cannot wait to get back out to doing live works. And it's going to be a long time. The last time I was kind of doing mad things, I think I was actually stage diving and doing mad stuff with the Morgans. So that was like red pillar box hair and DN boots and another lifetime. So it's going to be epic to do that. So
yeah, I mean, see that because I was at a festival a few weeks ago down Cornbury, and there was artists on. They're only on for 45 minutes or an hour or something like that, and it was just like a nice set. Altered Images were on. I mean, she's released some new stuff now, which is fantastic, and she was. Considering she's like 30 odd years since she released the first tracks, she was blooming brilliant. So,
awesome.
But there's still time and a place for people, isn't there? And some
I think so. There was that thing. What was it? The Isle of Wight festival, and they put those people that were musicians that were all in their 80s. I don't know if you saw it on the TV.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
So they were all. I think there was one lady. She was 86, and she was in leather trousers. And was absolutely rocking it with the kind of biker boots and everything. And she went out and sung live vocals, 86 years old, and she smashed it. The crowd were going mad. And I thought, well, if she can do that, I've still got time. So there you go. Just keep rocking.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Really, so cool.
So when you're writing for... Oh, hang on, I think, just let me... I'll ask you a question and I'll mess with my microphone because I think it's cracking a bit.
Fine.
So... You're obviously writing for other artists, so it might be easier to get your inspiration for your own stuff. But so say, I don't know, Fred comes along and goes, "Hey, I need a track." How do you go about producing something?
If you came to me, Kirk, and you said, "Yeah, obviously, I need to find out what Kirk would want as an artist, what your aims are, and stuff like that," and then obviously kind of talk if you've got lyrical ideas or kind of a direction you want to kind of take, and then 9 times out of 10 you have to kind of nurture the kind of the artist to kind of get. They are a bit guarded, so you need to kind of tap in a little bit more. But once you've kind of been in the studio for a couple of hours, they let their guard down a bit, then the lyrics start coming out, they have that confidence with you, and then you start brainstorming ideas. So I normally take our guitarist Lee in, he starts laying down some chords and things, and then we kind of are on our way. But I normally just stick, sometimes I might come up with a chorus first and then work backwards to the verse and the bridge and the middle eighth. Other times, you may start from the verse, it just depends. But 9 times out of 10, it does come together quite quickly. You always know the good ones because they happen quick. You just have that fluid kind of moment and everyone gets excited in the room and all the musicians kind of go, quickly, they'll go, trying to play everything and get it down. Whereas when you sit there and you've got people going, does that rhyme with that? Or does this? And it's not always about the rhyming, but and then someone keeps putting that line through it. And then they go, let's break, let's go to lunch. You just think this song's not going to happen today. It just doesn't. So you get some days where you're just like, you could do two tracks and smash it. Not yesterday, day before, I woke up in the middle of the night about 3:15, and I was just like, oh my God, I've got this idea. And I have a notebook by the side of my bed. And sometimes I wake up and I can't even recognize my writing where I've just scribbled it and I'm half asleep. But I literally kind of put that down, went to the producer and he was like, brilliant idea, and then obviously the work starts. So you never know when that moment's going to come. So as a creator, you just need to be prepared.
I find it fascinating. Obviously, I do my own stuff, not writing or anything like that, and I'm creative in a different way. But I also find it fascinating the way people write. And I've seen some documentaries recently on artists, and they're in the studio, and he's got this idea, and then he's going like, "Oh, why don't you do this sort of sound there?" And oh, yeah, that's great. What about that? Oh, you do this. The drums. Well, just change that, tweak that a bit, and you think, wow, and to sit there and watch that happening is phenomenal.
Amazing. See, sometimes I actually hear the full composition before any lyrics. I can actually hear musically. So I'll go in and I'm a bit bossy. I'm like, right, guitar's there, drums there, put that down there. And they're like, oh, we're going to find that. Then, oh, no, it's not working. And then all of a sudden someone will start playing keys and it'll all come together. But I did a track, oh God, I was trying to think now, it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I had the opportunity of writing for Steps for their kind of comeback album.
Nice.
And shortlisted down to the last 20. I think there was 14 songs, so just missed out. But there was a fantastic middle eighth on that. And it was weird, I was just driving to the studio, and it's quite an angelic kind of big kind of piece of music. And it literally was just, I heard the whole thing, literally run into the studio, I was trying to put keys down. Don't lose it, because it's in my head and I'm going to lose it. And the producer put that down, and that got smashed straight away, and it worked really, really well. But we were up against kind of people like Ed Sheeran that had written on the album and whatever. And obviously they're going to get more songs taken than somebody such as myself. Obviously, I have a bit more of a priority over certain things, but it was nice to be shortlisted, especially for how big the album was and everything. So yeah, it was a good process, good learning process.
No, it's good. You sound like, well, I know we spoke before, and you're a very busy individual. You've got lots of stuff going on, and you know. From the creative things that you do with your writing and helping other people and your own stuff on top of that, and then your radio stuff, and so it's nice to see what you're producing and you're pushing through. We're enjoying. I'm enjoying the journey, and we feel like we've been part of your journey as well. Which is
you're
great.
like my family. You're my extended family. It's lovely. What you guys have got going on there is just superb, and what you do for artists is amazing too. So
well, I appreciate that. Sometimes you say with your head in your hand, going, "Oh, what am I doing? And where's that?"
No, don't. You guys rock. It's awesome.
Yeah, we keep going. I mean, since we spoke, we had Three Little Wolves in here, and they did a gig for us.
They're awesome. I love them guys. So cool.
And this is unbelievable. Just as this is about us rather than just generally what happens, right? So. Got a mixer down here, bought a new mixer to plug into my other mixer so they could all plug in. We did a sound check. We did about half an hour. Sounded fantastic. Are we happy? Yes. Went live on air. Like halfway through, can't hear my guitar, can't hear this, it was unbelievable. No. So I had to go away and re-add everything back on. We don't know what was causing it. We don't know what caused it. We had a perfect rehearsal, but we carried on. It was a real good thing for us to do. It was our first live session, and we're going to hopefully get some more bands in here doing something similar and use the space. That's what we're going to be doing going forward, and hopefully we'll.
I want to do an acoustic there once we've got more of the album down.
Yeah, you're welcome. Come in anytime. We're only just near Coventry. You're more than welcome. Yeah. There's enough space. You can see there's a space, enough area for you there.
Enough room for me, as long as I don't carry on eating jammy Dodgers.
We'll make sure we've got some in and some alcoholic. Get a driver and bring your driver with you. You know what I mean?
Is that Steve, my driver, or the butler? Which one should I bring?
We'll get Eddie to drive you up, and you can have a drink, and then you'll be all right. Everything will be fine on it. So,
sounds good.
Excellent.
Brilliant. We have a plan.
Right. I think what we're going to do, I think we might let you get on with your day. Is there anything I've missed? Is there anything you want to talk about, promote?
Absolutely not. No, I just think obviously if everyone could kind of go to my YouTube site, which is obviously Malissa Whitehouse, which would be great. So check out the video, try and get it to 100K, which would be awesome. And obviously anybody that kind of wants to know anything about future releases and stuff, I'm on Twitter. So obviously that's my main platform. I do need to do Facebook and Instagram and all them other things.
Facebook is garbage, right? I'll tell you what you should do on Facebook, Reels.
Oh, right. Okay, fine. Okay.
I've got a video on there that's got 2.3 million views. Yeah, I know, it's nuts, isn't it? And what it's done, I've only been using it about a month.
What are you doing, Kirk? What's on the video? Is it kind of a bit raunchy or something?
Well, no, No, it's nuts. I went to the cricket the other week, which I've never been to before in my life, but I got invited on a corporate day, so who am I to refuse free booze and food?
Ooh,
so I went.
Look at you, corporate day.
Hey, there's loads of stuff going. There's loads of stuff going on in the background. But because it rains in the UK a lot, and I don't know if you've ever been to cricket, but when it rains, they cover over obviously the wicket, and then they get two tractors driving round, which I've never seen before, with a rope tag behind, and they drive around the thing, and it lifts the moisture up. Never seen it before. And the stewards are stood round, 4 stewards, to stop people invading the pitch. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cricket. Yeah. And as it comes round, the crowd go, woo, and then the steward jumps over the rope. It's dead stupid. And I did that video, and it's had 2 points.
It's like there's more men there. Is all the men kind of had a few drinks going, ooh,
I don't know. I think it's just a thing. 2.3 million.
That's like a man thing.
But Reels, seriously, check out Reels. It's really good. And I don't know if you do it or any other artist out there really use TikTok videos and add the track to the video. So from TikTok, you can add the track sound. That helps with your algorithm, helps with your Spotify. So try that. So, Reels. Facebook's rubbish.
Right,
anyway.
Okay. I'm sticking to my Twitter. So it's obviously Melissa White HO1. So you can kind of check me out there. And happy days. Thank you so much, guys, for all you've done.
Yeah, no problem. We're going to keep rocking with you, and we'll let you know when Rick agrees to come on air. And we'll
let me know how you get on.
We'll have a chat with him, and we'll get on with Steve. So what we're going to do, we're going to let you get on with your day, and I'm going to wrap the show up again with the Wine and Roses track, and that's what we're going to end it with. I know we've played it once, but we're going to play it again.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Can I just say a big thank you as well to Janice, because she has been like a fairy godmother. She's lovely. She's always organising me. She reminds me. She sends me all these lovely little emails and things. But I think she needs to polish her halo and angel wings. There you go, Janice.
She is awesome, and you know what? She does that to me every single day of the week. Have you done this yet? Have you done that yet? And to be fair, I said to her the other day, because I've had COVID and I felt like rubbish and I didn't know what day it was.
Are you feeling better?
Today and yesterday is the first time I feel absolutely like back to my normal self, which is not normal, but normal self. And I actually said to her last week, if it wasn't for her doing the stuff she was doing behind the back in the scenes, I'd probably have gone, that's it, I'm finishing, I'm jacking in, I've just had enough. So I don't think sometimes people realise how much they mean and how much they help you and how much they push you and give you that lift. And we all need people like Janice around us, helping us and pushing us. So,
Oh, well done, Janice. And I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Oh, me too.
And you're still here as well, because I would have cried. I would have been upset.
I'd have been bloody upset. As much upset as I'd have been if I'd have woke up dead. Anyway.
Oh, don't say that. I didn't mean that. I just thought you felt not well enough to carry on with your day-to-day thing. Sorry.
No, you're right. Because seriously, I was this far away last week from saying that's it. Shut the doors. I've had enough. I'm just going to go. And sit in the garden, and that's it, and eat jammy dodgers. Right, let you get on with your day. We're going to cue the VT. Go and check out Melissa Whitehouse. Go and check out the video if you listen to this on audio. Definitely. It's called Wine and Roses. It's on YouTube. Let's get it to 100K. Let's see if we can do it.
Yeah. So. Thank you.
Cue the VT. See you later, Melissa.
Sweep me off my feet, don't put me down. Show me you're romantic, I will be around. No second chances when your time with me is gone. If you can show you love me, I won't carry on. Over me, shower me with flowers coming on my hair. Fill a room with candles, take me by the hand. my problems. Say you'll understand. Cross my heart and hope to live again like I did before. Close my eyes and wish for something more. I'm looking for a world of wine and roses, somewhere special just for me. I'm looking for someone who will wine and dine me. I told you this before. I want more. Shower me with flowers. Run your fingers through my hair. Fill the room with candles. Show me that you care. Cross my heart. You learn to live again. I'm looking for a world of wine and roses, somewhere special just for me. I'm looking for someone who will wine and dine me. I've told you this before. I'm looking for a world of wine and roses, somewhere special just for me. I'm looking for someone who will wine and dine me. I've told you this before.
How cool is that? Let's get it to 100k, people. Thanks for Melissa giving us the time. I know she's busy. Wonderful to chat to her again. She's become a great friend of the station and what have you. So, and a big shout out to Wolf and Brew for sponsoring the show. Go and get 10% off. Just type in Duggystone 10 and you'll get 10% off. Great gifts for people. You know, those people that are a pain to buy for. Perfect. Or if you want to treat your dogs for posh dogs. So that's another introducing done, but it's a revisited introducing with Melissa Whitehouse. There's a podcast from our recent one. If you want to go and see the original interview, that is on YouTube under Duggystoneradio. Follow us on Twitter at Duggystoneradio. All our links are on there. And, well, till the next interview, I'm going to get out of here. You have a great weekend, whatever you're doing, a great day, and we'll speak to you soon. So take care. I'm out of here.